Starting off my Week 6 preview, I'm going to preview two SEC matchups. Starting off with Arkansas and Auburn. Keys for Arkansas in this game is going to be they're going to have to go out and attack that secondary for Auburn. Auburn's secondary is one of the worst in the SEC. And when you bring in Arkansas, who has the best probably passing attack in the country, with those four great wide receivers as well as Tyler Wilson, they should be able to do some damage back there. Also, another key for them is going to be how they're going to be able to make plays to special teams, especially in just covering kickoffs. Auburn brings one of the most dynamic special team return games when it comes to Tevin Reed, punt return, Trey Mason, Terrio McCaleb at kick return. So they're going to have to find a way to keep those guys limited and make plays in special teams when it comes to tackling. Players to watch out for in this game for Arkansas are going to be, they finally get Jake Beckett back. He should help out a lot, especially getting pressure and stopping the run. And Jake Beckett, as well as wide receiver Joe Adams, should help out a lot. And Tremaine Thomas should be a guy on defense who should help this team out a lot. Auburn's keys in this game are going to be, can Barrett try to, he has to improve his passing game. They know what they have with Michael Dyer in that run game, but he has to improve his passing, especially on the road this year. I think he's completing about 59% of his passes. He needs to get that a little bit better just to keep the defense honest, to keep that safety out the box. D-line hasn't been able to get a ton of sacks, get a ton of pressure. Can they get pressure on Taylor Wilson? And just to help out that secondary was really poor, and maybe getting a lot of pressure gets the ball out of his hands a little bit early, and it gives that defensive backs an opportunity to make plays on the football. The players to watch out for in this game is going to be Michael Dyer. Running back, you know what he could do in the run game. Very dynamic running back. Defensive end Corey Lemonier, he should help out get pressure on Wilson. And Nico Thorpe, the free safety, who's the leader of that defense, he should help out and make plays in the run game, as well as be that deep safety and try to make plays, get turnovers, intercept the football, and just to help out a lot. The one big key in this game is going to be run defense. Both of these teams had up and down performance. Up and down. They're one of the worst run defenses. Last week, Arkansas gave up 200 yards to Christine Michaels, but also Auburn gave up 67 yards rushing to Marcus Lattimore, which was actually astonishing and unbelievable. But you got to see which team is going to be able to stop the run as well, and I think that should be able to win this game. I'm taking Arkansas to win this game because I don't think Auburn's going to have their best threat in Emery Blake. And also, I think they're not going to be able to stop the running game, and as well as that Arkansas are just too powerful on offense. So I'm taking Arkansas in this game. The next matchup I'm going to is the SEC matchup of the week, Florida and LSU. The keys for Florida in this game is how do they use LSU's defensive aggressiveness against them. They're bringing in a new quarterback. John Brentley's got out for this game. Jeff Driscoll is going to be in this game. So I expect them to run a lot of, I think they'll put a lot of zone read concept into the game with those two backs with Chris Rainey and Jeff Demps. Use Driscoll's legs a lot. Get that defense to be a ton of aggressive, and just use that aggressiveness against you, especially in the run game where they have to slow down and make decisions. And you can have a lot of triple option looks where Driscoll can either run the ball, hand it off, or he can pass the ball to a wide receiver or Jeff Demps or Chris Rainey out the backfield. Also, another way is force Jared Lee to beat you in this game. Jared Lee played bad last week against Kentucky. Force him to beat you. Stack 8 in the box. Let that front 7 go to work. Put Matt Elam or one of those safeties in the box for them as well, and just have them force him to have to pass the ball early and often to see what they do there. The players to watch out for in this game for Florida is going to be Jordan Reed, the tight end. Andre DeBose, who had a breakout game against Alabama last week, and Matt Elam, the safety, should be players to watch out for. Keys for LSU in this game is how does Jordan Jefferson affect Jared Lee's playing ability? Can they figure out to work those two in? I'd say that because Jared Lee was actually doing fine until Kentucky last week, and that's when Jordan Jefferson started to come into the game. Jordan Jefferson does bring a lot of ability with his legs, but you could see that now Jared Lee's starting to press a little bit. So how do they work that chemistry out with the quarterbacks? Also, another key for them is going to be containing Jeff Demps and Chris Rainey. If you could take them out like Alabama did last week, you basically cut the head off of the Florida team, and And if you cut those two guys off, it's going to be hard for Florida to score points. Players to watch out for in this game for LSU are going to be Anthony Johnson, the defensive tackle. I think he should create a lot of havoc up front. Tyrann Mathieu, probably one of the best, if not the best defensive player right now in all of football. And Odell Beckham Jr., the wide receiver, who a lot of attention is going to be brought to Russell Shepard and Ruben Randall, so expect him to make a couple plays. The big key in this game for both teams is going to be the quarterback play. Like I said, how does Jarrett Lee and Jordan Jefferson, how do they play, and how does Jeff Driscoll play his first start of his career in Death Valley? I'm going to take Florida in the upset of this pick. I think it just has to do with, I think Florida's defense is good enough where they can stop LSU's running game. They're going to predicate they're going to do a lot of running game, and I think Jarrett Lee and Jordan Jefferson, that mismatching is really going to affect that offensive. So I'm picking Florida in the upset. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Florida comes away with it. Moving on to the biggest game of the weekend, Texas-Oklahoma. Keys for Texas are going to be how effective is that two-quarterback system with David Ash and Case McCoy. They've been running it since the beginning of the season. It's really effective. So how do they keep continuing to play off of that? Another key is going to be getting to Landry Field early and often, even if it comes with blitzing on the right time or that front four, getting to Landry Jones early and often, just to disrupt the timing as well. Also, they have to attack the middle of the field with Shipley and DJ Grant or Blaine Irby or Dominique Jones, those tight ends, or one of those tight ends, as well as Shipley or whoever's in that inside. They're going to have to attack the middle of the field with those linebackers, with Tom Ward and Aaron Colvin, who are not really good guys when it comes to pass coverage. They got to attack those players. Players to watch out for in this game for Texas are going to be Fozzie Whitaker. See him a lot in the wild horn formation. DJ Monroe, who should be getting a lot of looks, especially when it comes to speed sweeps and a lot of that. Kenny Vaccaro, free safety / nickel. He's going to be lined up against Ryan Broyles a lot, and Alex Okafor, defensive end for Texas. Keys for Oklahoma in this game are going to be keeping Landry Jones protected. They lost Ben Abert, their starting guard. He's out, so they got to find a way to protect him. Stopping the Texas run early and often to make them a one-dimensional team, so you can pin your ears back and force Case McCoy and David Ash to throw the football. And take away their last key is taking away Jackson Shipley. The Texas Longhorns really not getting a lot out of their wide receivers except for Jackson Shipley, and Mike Davis is on and off. So if they could take away Jackson Shipley early and just take him away out of the game plan and force those other guys on the outside to make plays for Texas, that would be a good thing and a key for Oklahoma to win this game. Players to watch out for Oklahoma is going to be Landry Jones, Kenny Stills with Ryan Broyles going to be receiving a lot of attention. Kenny Stills, I think, is one of the most underrated wide receivers in the country. Really good player. He should help out a lot. Tom Ward, middle linebacker, should make plays in the running game. And Tony Jefferson, who plays nickel, outside linebacker, and safety sometimes. He's the guy that's gonna be versatile and really help out that team. So that should be something to watch out for. The one big key in this game is going to be special teams. Special teams is always a way to find out the momentum. It always finds a way to make a big play and change the momentum of this game. If it's Shipley's return last year, Aaron Williams dropping a punt 2 years ago, Aaron Williams dropping a punt last year, Shipley's kick return, like I said, a block punt, a block kick, kicking a big-time field goal, a big-time return in a punt or the kickoff game should really be a way for one of these teams to grab the momentum and lead this. I'm not picking anybody in this game, so I think it's going to be a really good game. It's a push for me either way. I don't know which team is going to win. But I'll leave you guys with my upset pick of the week. I think everybody's high on Michigan, but I think Michigan goes down this week against Northwestern. Dan Purce's back. That offense gets to rolling, and I think this is the big test that Michigan's offense is going to see this year with Dan Purce, and I think Northwestern really comes away with the win. And I'm picking Northwestern over Michigan in this game for the big upset of the week for me. Let me know what you guys think about the 3 games. Let me know what your upset picks are going to be. Subscribe to the top of the page and leave your comments below, and I'll talk to you guys later.